What the hell is wrong with some people? OMG. Well, we don't use psychic abilities in court, peeps. I don't think they are a psychic as much as they need to focus on putting the cuckoo back in the clock. Cello, all Stacy the Black Feather Intuitive, and this is part 3 of a new segment that we are doing, the Black Feather Reacts. And, you know, if you haven't watched the first 2, please go ahead and watch it. Like, my mind is blown. Here's where I'm at with the first 2 parts, and I can't believe that there are other parts to this story. Like, this is like a Netflix documentary. And actually, I wouldn't be surprised if at some point we do see some kind of documentary done on this particular story already. This is insanity to the nth degree. I know that, like, I'm a person that, you know, I struggle all the time because I like to believe in the best in people. I like to lean in that regard. And sometimes, you know, I have other people around me who are like, come on, Stace, like can't you see this person is just a fraud, or this person is doing this, or this person is a whatever? And I'm like, well, you know, but there could be this and that. I forget that this is how a lot of people are out in the world. This is humanity. Humanity is, you know, sometimes operating at its lowest frequency and vibration. And this woman, not the brightest bulb on the tree, and definitely someone, maybe there's some mental illness here, but I'm feeling actually more like this is a woman who knows that she has fucked up and she is leaning in and going hard. And I can't wait to see how this plays out. I don't wish ill will on anyone. This woman deserves to have her ass handed to her and then some. So, Keone, what have you got for me today? I'm just I can't even imagine. My prediction brain is not on. This is just the Stacy part of this, and I can't even imagine what you're going to show me in part 3 of 5.
Did you know I was on mute? Could you tell, or did you see I was on mute? See, you never help me out. This is what I'm talking about. We're talking about this psychic. I have a psychic friend, and she never helps me out with anything. She never tells me anything. No, I'm just kidding.
You're
Ah,
so
yeah,
shit.
I know I am, but you knew that already when you started working with me.
This is
Ah.
true. This is
Let's go
true.
ahead and get into the crazy world of the third part. And this, titled from Atozy, is titled "Psychic is Now Fleeing the Country."
Oh, fuck. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, fuck.
To say this story is an absolute train wreck is an understatement, because it's safe to say that this lawsuit's going to do some serious damage to the TikTok psychic known as Ashley Gilliard. Which is fair, because she only made up life-ruining lies about the person suing her. And we've covered the events that led up to this lawsuit over the past couple of months, but in short, this is Ashley Gilliard. She's known on TikTok as Ashley is the Book of Life and Ashley is God in the Flesh. She's a self-proclaimed psychic and tarot card reader, which by itself is pretty much harmless, but when a tragic crime in Idaho that shocked the entire nation happened, she decided to use this as her moment to gain a bunch of attention on TikTok by just making up blatant lies about the victims and the people around the victims and the school. It was a lot, but she was saying innocent people did these crimes because of this reason. I'm not gonna go into too much detail like I did in my previous videos, but in just, she singled out one of the friends of the victims and then one of the professors that worked at the same school the victims went to, known as Rebecca Schofield. And to give you an idea of the extent of harassment here, she's probably made over 100 videos on these people. And these are all made up stories of what
100.
That's insanity.
I was doing it for dramatic effect that time. You called me out.
Okay.
100 videos is insane.
Yeah, like this is the epitome of narcissistic behavior gone wild. This is I've said it in the other videos, this should be criminal. I mean, it should be criminal what is transpiring at this point. Like, this woman doesn't make any sense. And to just choose a person at random and it's bullying too. You know what I mean? It's like there's just, oh my God, there are just so many layers of wrong in this. I'm okay. So
It was
yeah, I need to know. Walking with
in her
gunpoint, what-
mind, it was not random.
Games happened. Yes, we are way beyond the line of insanity here. But like many things I cover here on this channel, it gets so much worse. In my first video, we watched her start falling down a staircase, and in the second video, she was just falling down the same staircase, and today, she's still falling down that staircase. Because if you watch those videos, you would know the professor did sue her for defamation, and this was Ashley's original response to that.
I'm about to put this demand letter Rebecca Schofield attorney sent me by the tissue so I can wipe my with it.
What? Yeah, that's a reasonable response when you actually slandered someone, but she just continued to slander Rebecca.
Hey y'all, no worries. I'm okay. Please don't be offended by the comments. Don't let them get to you. These are fake pages or Rebecca's friends. Let it go. I'll be home soon.
And you know, while she's at it, why doesn't she just make it even worse for herself? So she posted this as well. Oh, and you can't forget the ultimate double down.
I think this is how y'all want me to feel about a measly ass $75,000 lawsuit that I'm gonna win.
I like how it's measly, even though she's living in an apartment.
I was literally just gonna say that measly 75,000, like
With kids. Okay, measly. All right.
Oh my God. Rebecca is suing me.
I honestly can't think of a worse video to post if you're currently getting sued. The amount of time she doubled down is just ridiculous.
I haven't done readings on certain agencies and entities because that's kind of crossing the line. But just know, I'm not the only one who suspect Rebecca Schofield.
I forgot she said that. How does she? It's always the people who cross the line always talk about not crossing the line, and where their line is nowhere near where the hell our lines are.
yeah, yeah, absolutely. I mean, wow. There,
I've never seen you this speechless before. I love it. I've never seen you this speechless before. Let's keep going.
Both of them.
It gets worse.
People just don't get it. Like, I've been against people, big and small corporations and giants and systemic policies and racism and won. They all regret coming against me. All of them. Now Rebecca is going to be added to that list of regretful.
because whether it's true or not, what she's talking about now is that she's done this before. She's been involved in legal cases before. So whether this is her just all bluster and no blow, or whether this was the original intent all along for her was to create, you know, like create a fire where there is no fire, right? Like you're creating a problem.
I don't think she saw a lawsuit coming, but what I think now that the lawsuit has come is she's probably had a couple lawsuits where because people they'll claim settling as a victory, like
Right.
because the company's like, we don't feel like going to court about this. Here's some
Yeah,
money.
here's some money. We'll
And they're
just
like, I
throw some
got
money
him.
to
I
go
won.
away.
And it's like, no, you probably could have got a lot more money if you were just and saw it through. You got
Yeah.
the settlement. So maybe she did get a settlement. That could be a lie, but maybe she did, and that's why 75,000 is measly to her. But it
Right.
ain't measly when it comes out of that account.
No. And you know, like I think she's full of bullshit, quite frankly. I think she's puffing her chest up here, preening her feathers. But it's interesting that she's now talking about and inferring previous legal engagement with this, which indicates to me that there's a shyster component here. This is not, there are people out there who try to earn a living based on suing people. They work the system and they use the system. So I don't know. I don't know why that made me stop and has that, but there you go.
Or it's a scare tactic. We've seen people, they always, like, for instance, everybody has a lawyer, right? I'll see videos of the poorest person getting arrested. And they're like, you're going to get sued. I'm going to call my lawyer, because they just have a lawyer on retainer, right?
Right.
You make $30,000 a year, but you've got a lawyer on retainer. Like, okay,
right.
Whatever.
Yeah.
I can't believe I'm still saying this, but it still gets worse. Like, how is she a real human?
I haven't been served yet, but I'm actually gleaming with excitement. I am going to immediately start planning because I cannot wait to present my ideas in court regarding Rebecca Schofield and her role in the of the 4 University of Idaho students.
Clearly, she wasn't taking the cease and desist seriously at all. But when she finally was sued, she said this.
Like, I have physical evidence against Rebecca Schofield that validates everything that I've said about her, but I can't speak on it now because it has to wait for court. So hopefully court doesn't take too long.
You know, because that makes so much sense.
Yeah, you normally present evidence to court before you get there. It's not like she's watched Matlock or something. You can't
Yeah.
just have surprise evidence. That's not the way it works like it does on TV.
I was just gonna say she's the quintessential Law and Order, self proclaimed lawyer, right? Like all of
Yeah,
her stuff is TV. Her knowledge as a lawyer is TV law.
yeah, evidence has to be vetted. You can't, there's no surprise witnesses. That's TV.
Yeah.
Not just say it now and then. It would be brought up in court anyway. But then things took a weird turn even for Ashley Gilliard here, because she suddenly started posting this.
You should have known better than to think I would leave. You should have known better than to doubt Ashley.
Yeah, you know, this is normal behavior. Not that the bar was set very high for her, but around the time of this post, it came out that she actually lost this lawsuit. And at first I was a little confused because I was like, did I miss the trial? Did it happen this fast? But no, she lost because she didn't respond. What? I thought she was gonna whip out the tarot cards in court. But I found an article on it by Ryan Newman that was posted on this case that said, TikToker who falsely accused professor of University of Idaho faces doomsday judgment after blowing off defamation lawsuit. The TikToker has blown off a defamation lawsuit over her claims. She's failed to respond to the professor Rebecca Schofield. The court has granted the professor's motion for default. The next step for Schofield will be to make a move for a default judgment. And right after this news broke, Ashley made a video saying that she's going to essentially flee to Bali.
Long story short, I would like to go to Bali. I can get myself together.
You're gonna fucking
and
flee? Why tell everyone where you're fucking going? Are you that? Her growth is fucking stunted from an emotional and a mental perspective. Like, I am so sorry. You do not, when you're running, watch any fucking spy movie out there. That's not what you do. You
Right.
don't tell everyone where you're going. You know, if you're running from the law, you're not going to tell them what fucking airport you're in and what your flight number is so that they can arrest you before you get on it. Oh my God, she is
Well,
just, what the fuck?
in her defense, she didn't say
Is
she's
there a defense?
fleeing. Yeah, she didn't say she's fleeing or running to Bali. She just said, hey, I think I want to go to Bali to get my. So she's going on vacation.
Uh-huh.
She's just going on vacation. Come on, you're
Yeah,
jumping
because
to
she can afford to
conclusions.
do that after a $75,000
You're
lawsuit.
jumping to conclusions, Black Feather.
Oh
clear
no.
my mind and just enjoy life for like a few months.
There you go.
Issue is my son does not want to come with me. He does not see the value that I see in it.
Of course.
Her
I'm
kid's
glad
smarter
your
than
son
her.
has more common sense than you, that he's not going to get wrapped up in your fucking bullshit.
So I think I want to bring a companion with me, like, so that I won't be alone. I'm literally always alone, like for the past, 8 years? I want
Wherever
to
you
bring
go,
a
there you are.
companion
You are the common
to Bali
denominator
with
in
me.
this situation. Take a look at that, because there's a reason for it. If
She's
you're
the
always
common-
alone, like maybe it's because there might be something a little off about your behavior that people don't want to be around you. Just saying.
Yeah, they can see the craziness in your eyes.
Yes. Who would want to be friends with this person? How is there any
Her kid doesn't even want to be alone with her on somewhere for months.
Wow.
My son doesn't want to come, so an adult.
Clearly you've been by yourself for a long time with all this TikTok investigative journalism going on. Either way though, I feel so bad for the son. If that kid's in middle school, this is probably worse than having a mom do an OF. The caption of this though, right after the lawsuit's finished and she lost. I'm going to Bali for a while. Oh, where's the accountability here? I don't think she's taken any accountability throughout the entire situation. But she also followed up that video by her claiming that this lawsuit was unfair when she was literally laughing at the lawsuit for months. The lawsuit should never have been allowed, period. That's the caption.
And y'all need to stop asking me about this lawsuit. It should not even have been allowed. First of all, for multiple reasons. But for the legal reason was because it's the improper venue. Like,
well, then you have to appeal it.
Citizens knows I'm not an Idaho resident, so I should not be sued in the district of
You can't
Idaho
ignore the lawsuit.
Then they got the nerve to not allow pro se clients to e-file. Meanwhile, so her attorneys are e-filing documents. If I want to file a document, I got to fly to Idaho or mail it in and hope they get it. First of all, there needs to be some type of system that automatically declines lawsuits that are frivolous. Why would you sue a Texas resident in Idaho? It makes no sense.
This isn't a frivolous lawsuit, though.
With their over 20 years of experience practicing law. So I will file this motion to dismiss or whatever it is that it needs to file, but I shouldn't have to do it. It should have automatically been rejected for improper venue. It's not fair and it's not cool.
I'm not a lawyer. Isn't this a little bit late?
Yeah.
Let me file all my motions after the judgment, not during the time I'm supposed to file my motions.
Oh,
I hate it when the electric company turns off my electricity after I didn't pay the
yeah.
electric bill.
And been given multiple notices that
Well,
it'll
they didn't give
happen.
me sufficient time to respond. 6 months was not sufficient.
Woman sat here and she's made close to 100 videos, maybe more than 100 videos, blatantly slandering this professor, saying that she committed a crime that she clearly didn't do. There's no way this is a frivolous lawsuit. And trust me, I'm very familiar with frivolous lawsuits. I am all for defending people who are being thrown frivolous lawsuits. Nothing about this seems frivolous to me. But my next question then is, where is all of her evidence? I thought she was going to be dropping, like 30 pages of evidence against Rebecca Schofield but I guess she didn't respond to the court, so she lost the case. In other news, I either sprained or broke my thumb. Not sure. Was doing a hand drag trick. That didn't go well. My thumb went into the snow. My body kept going. Here we are with a cast for 3 to.
If only he had a psychic friend that could have. Oh, never mind. That doesn't work for me either. That was part 3. That one wasn't as intense as the first 2. That was a little lull because the next 3 are going to take you for a ride.
Wow.
The next 3 parts are titled The Worst Lawsuit Response Ever. So she made a response to the actual lawsuit. When we do part 5 is TikTok Psychic is running from her lawsuit. And then part 6 will end with TikTok Psychic is in denial. She ruined her life. So
my
lawsuits
God.
happen, things happen, and we will definitely get those next 3 to you guys. Go watch Atozy. He's amazing. I always he has a very phrase that he says a lot that I love when he goes, "What is the upside?" Because that's what I think I was like, well, what is the upside to this?
Yeah, exactly. What does she think she's getting out of this? Yeah, at this point. Yeah.
I don't know. And if it's that she thinks she's going to make so much content that she'll be able to make a sufficient amount of money for it, you can't do that when you get banned off of all of your sites.
I think it's simpler than that, Keone. I think it's the classic people know my name now. I'm being seen. I'm being given attention. No, people know me now. I'm important. I matter.
Okay.
I think that's what it is.
All right.
Even it like even bad attention is attention.
Yeah.
That's what you're dealing with right now.
It's great until you lose everything.
Absolutely. And I suspect this woman is going down a real I mean, I don't know what you're going to show me in the next parts or whatever, but I would be shocked if there aren't other lawsuits that come out as a result of this because
Oh yeah. When we get to the last part, I'm going to fill you in because this didn't happen a year ago.
Yeah, she's going to be in some serious financial shit.
Mm-hmm. The first video he did on her was exactly 2 years ago. And the last video he did was a year ago. So we're covering 2 years worth of videos. Well, not just old, it's 2 years worth of videos that came out of all of this. So she's going to lose a lot, but hopefully we won't lose you. Go ahead and like and subscribe. Let us know your thoughts, what you liked about the episode today, and we will get those next 3 parts for you. See you soon.
Ciao, guys. Hang in there. Woo! Wild ride. What the hell is wrong with some people? OMG. Well, we don't use psychic abilities in court, peeps. I don't think they are a psychic as much as they need to focus on putting the cuckoo back in the clock.